What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic. More, it's your boy CJ Goodfella. Congratulations to Josh Warrington for slaughtering Lee Selby tonight. If you want to use the cuts as an excuse before the cuts even happened, it seemed like he had the remedy, to beat Lee Selby, and hopefully Lee Selby bounce back and be stronger after that. But it's the Boxing Clinic and more, and supposedly tonight, Frank Warren over in the UK was supposed to announce Tyson Fury June 9th opponent. They've been pump faking with that naming of opponent for some time. Now that fight ain't nothing but a few weeks out, and there's still no opponent. It's supposed to be June 9th, and I don't know if the opponent is that bad. They just don't want to announce it. I don't know what it is, to be honest, man. And they just keep saying we got the opponent. We gonna name it today at the press conference. Didn't name it, so I don't know if they're having a tough time finding the opponent for Tyson Fury. Or, is money an issue? Because Antonio Tarver is coming back against Travis Kaufman. Shannon Briggs, I doubt if he going to fight Shannon Briggs' first fight back. It's tough. It's tough. I think it's going to be more of a domestic UK fight. I remember him saying that he was a pay-per-view no matter who he fought. What opponent he came back with, that isn't true. This is going to be on regular, I guess, BT Sports, whatever. Frank Warren wants to put it what platform, I can't remember. But, they keep saying they're going to announce this mystical, magical opponent. So I don't know, what the situation is. I believe he got his license back. I know he got cleared by the UKAD. I don't know what's taking so long to announce this opponent. He seems to be fit. He seems to be in shape. He seems to be sparring. He seems to be sharp for a guy that's been gone over 2 years. So I don't know what's the 411, what's the play, what's the lowdown, do they not have the money? Is the TV data issue, which it shouldn't be an issue. They gave him a June 9th date. Is that hard to find an opponent? Obviously, it won't be a top 15 opponent. Just fight somebody. Go fight Malcolm Tan. Michael Grant still fighting. If you want some, United States variety. Obviously, probably want somebody that's not as dangerous. Like I said, he kind of stuck his foot in his mouth a few times. If people really wanted to put the play down on Tyson Fury, man, said I can bust, empty Joshua 20 or 40 stones right now. I can beat him. I don't need to warm up and all this and that. He's saying all this just to talk shit. I could recognize a shit talker because I am a shit talker. He's just talking to talk. And when you talk to talk, he lucky he not on one of them fighters that's on that coincidental list that put his foot in his mouth. Because he said he didn't need no warm-up for Anthony Joshua, He said he could beat Wilder right now. I'm not sure if he said Wilder, but he said he could beat Joshua, when he was way out of shape, But, he said thanks to Deontay Wilder for motivating him to get back in shape. Because Wilder said he thought he was done. He wasn't coming back. And I understand that. I definitely understand that because he was so far gone with his performance enhancing drug thing, with putting the weight on and all that. We didn't think he was going. Well, he didn't think he was going to come back. But at the end of the day, as a fighter, once you put the miles in, once you put the workout in, once you work out, you lift, you box. At the end of the day, as long as you ain't significantly too far gone, you feel me? That's still there. Just like muscle memory, it's always still there, still embedded in your body. You just got to activate it, you know what I'm saying? You just got to start running, get the confidence, you're capable of doing it. It ain't foreign to you. And he whipped himself back into shape, but, he's back. We need to know who he's back versus. Is the opponent so bad they don't want to name it, or are they having a tough time, getting approval rate from the network, or, maybe somebody, they want to fight is playing numbers games with them. Because, what's the big mystery? You know what I'm saying? He said he's going to announce it at the press conference. And then he's supposed to announce it tonight. From what I understand, they didn't announce shit tonight. That was one of the reasons that I really tuned in to see. Once I was like, you know what? I could put it on the YouTube on my TV. It was on YouTube live on Showtime Boxing. I said, man, you know what, man? I'll watch it. Then I think I'll watch it. I'm coming from the funeral or whatever. I have to eat. And I'm looking at my phone. You feel me? Like, Frank Warren supposed to be announcing Tyson Fury opponent tonight. I mean, wanting to watch it, and I'm looking, and then when they get to the press, Josh Warrington interview at one, the technical difficulties kicked in on our end, United States, and wasn't nothing said, So then I'm like, let me lay down for a minute, shut my eyes, woke up, and then, I read that, he ain't in Frank Warren, and I was nothing. So it's definitely fishy. It's definitely, definitely leave you wondering, what's the hang up? Do they have proof of funds? Like Eddie, do you have proof of funds? Is it a network issue? Is it they can't find an opponent? But trust me, it's plenty of easy licks walking around the heavyweight community, man. You feel me? There's easy fights like Malcolm 10, Michael Grant, for Gali, you got Chisora. I understand he already beat the Deal Boy. He coming off a few bad fights. David, he already beat David Price. I guess he don't want to do that again. Tony Tarver, he tied up. He mentioned him and Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs looking like really, really old, like he aged overnight. So, I'm pretty sure in the UK, some more domestic, lower level heavyweights that he can fight, man. So I know the heavyweight division ain't really deep. It's not deep, but whatever the reason is, they having issues finding work. Hopefully it doesn't affect that TV date and push it back some more. But Fury, he looking in shape, or maybe stuff hasn't been going as good as they lead to believe in sparring. Maybe he needs a little bit more reassurance in the gym, a little more, get more in shape, drop the weight a little bit more, get more sharper. Maybe they end up might pushing that TV date back. That could be a real possibility to that. But a lot of people want to see Fury get back in there. But what's so funny about it is that guys want to see Fury get back in there. But before, when Fury fought Vladimir Klitschko, he was one of the most hated fighters in the sport. All he do is talk. He ain't did nothing but going to Vladimir Klitschko fight. He had the second best resume in all the heavyweight boxing. Fought a lot of guys. People wasn't feeling him. But now that Anthony Joshua has emerged, now people are picking up Tyson Fury and acting like they was fans before everything went down with him. And even after he cheated, it seemed like he gained more fans. Just because him and AJ and Wilder makes a more top heavy tier 1 heavyweight list. So wasn't no opponent named tonight. Kind of not really a shocker, but kind of let down. But it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think.